everyone, this is VJose42 back again. It's time for another top 10s. Today's top 10 is top 10 brown decks. Yes, I have 10 brown decks. Just barely squeezed them in there, but I have 10. It's going to be pretty interesting. And let's get on to it. Number 10 in the top 10 brown decks is... What a surprise. No, really. The Ace Fulton's Casino from Dan and Dave. The box ain't bad, it's embossed, but that's about it. It says, I mean, like, there's a whole bunch of stuff I don't really understand. Like, it says compliments of what? Who? I never understood that. The embossing is nice. You get cards that are not white, which is supposed to be a casino themed deck. You give you cards that are not white. They give you cards with weird pips, teeny tiny indexes, and there's a phone. My apologies, that was my sister. I wasn't sure if anyone got the phone or not, because I didn't hear anyone. But anyway, so I guess then you got these weird pips, teeny indexes, tiny teeny indexes that you can't really see. Jokers are kind of interesting. I like those. Then for the hearts, you got upside down pips and then the indexes. Like, I mean, come on, this is supposed to be based on a casino, and it just doesn't. I've never seen a casino deck that has weird pips, tiny indexes, upside down pips, and even in the index are upside down, in case you can see that. And it just dumbfounds me. I mean, this is supposed to be like based off the Jerry's Nuggets, and you get that. On top of that, they never handled very good. Like, as soon as I pulled them out of the box, they were clumping. They were just terrible. So number 10 is where they are at. They are fit for the pit, if you will. Number 9 is the B Win decks. Not the Fury 11 Win decks. Don't get your panties in a knot. These are these are ones I got recently. They are like this, borderless. I mean, I like the back design, I like the faces, but one of the worst handling decks I've ever seen. I mean, just terrible. I mean, this is a USB-C deck, a B deck. It should handle a lot better than that, and it doesn't. I don't know if it's just because it's been sitting in a box for like 10 years, or who knows, but what you gonna do? Number 8 is Fournier by Lee Asser, the guy who sells overpriced Jerry's Nuggets on his website every year, just because he can, because he has them, because he knows somebody who has access to them, or has them, I should say, whatever. Don't get me wrong, it's not a bad deck. It's a Fournier, pretty good quality, a nice thick stock. It's even got a guarantee, basically, and it's got your nice Fournier faces with colored faces and jokers. Not bad and everything. The ace is okay, but they are a smooth finish deck. I'm not a huge fan of smooth finish, and as you can see, they just don't handle that good as other decks that I got, like bicycle decks. They're just not handling that good at all. The clumping, I mean, I like the back design as much as the next guy, but I just never really liked the feel or stock of these cards. Maybe you like them, maybe you don't, I don't know. But they seem to clump a little bit, and they're pretty thick. Outside of that, not a bad deck of cards, and some of you may prefer it, some of you may not. You can still get these at Lee Asser's website. There's also a green version, and they are, I think, a little bit better than the regular versions. Number 7, Heritage Design Emblem Back. Pretty cool deck, except for it has a one-way back design. If it did not have a one-way back design, it had a different back design, it would have been higher on the list, no doubt. Just a quick peek. It's pretty cool, but again, a blatant one-way back design really hurts it in my eyes. And again, since it's a vintage deck, Heritage Design Series, one that have vintage court cards, vintage jokers, vintage ace of spades, whatever, you know, that could have helped it a lot. The vintage box and vintage back design is nice, but the rest of the decks don't really, the rest of the cards I should say, don't really match up. Next on the list, 6, a Rider Back from B&M Poker World. Don't get me wrong, I like brown Rider Back, I like Rider Backs, I like brown Rider Backs. But, again, they don't handle that great. For some reason they're clumping. I can't recall if they were always like that, or if they just, for some reason, got clumpy. It's not like I've used them a whole lot. They've been sitting there for a while. Most of my other Rider Backs, if not all my other Rider Backs, actually fan nicely. This one, not so much. And I don't know why. Outside of that, I like it. If it wasn't for that, it would have been higher on the list, without a doubt. But that's number 6. Number 5, you might not have thought about this one, is, I'm throwing it away, the Negro Leagues. And brown for more than one reason, I guess, but it's basically got a brown Rider Back design, and as you can see, handles nice, beautifully. Not exactly a deck for performing or anything like that, but I mean, I like it's got like a baseball face, if you will. And it's got all sorts of interesting baseball teams I've never heard of from the Negro League, and logos and team pictures, and it's pretty cool. I don't usually buy decks that don't have pips on them, but for some reason I just can pass this one up. Plus it's for a good cause. You help the Negro League Museum, nlbm.com, and you can get these anywhere pretty much. USBC's website, card shops, and so forth. Pretty cool. Number 4, a Steampunk. I know, not a brown deck. It's bronze, technically, but when you compare the color to, well, other decks, it's basically brown. And whatever. But when you look at the backs, that looks like brown to me. So I'm going to go with that. I don't really care too much about the box. The backs are pretty close in color. They're pretty much brown. Bronze, brown, same difference. It's a pretty nice deck of cards. Handles pretty good. Again, some of you might not feel it's brown. It's stretching a little bit, but whatever. It's my top 10. You want to make one? Go find some brown decks. It's not that easy to find brown decks, especially 10 of them. But, you know, it's pretty nice. Handles pretty good. I'm not a huge fan. I mean, the back design's pretty nice, but I know a lot of people don't like it that much. Not huge fans. It's a little bit better than the silver one. And, yeah, I like it. Pretty cool. Not my favorite 311 or Steampunk deck, that's for sure, but it's pretty cool. Ow, I just like cracked my leg. Ow. Number 3. This is an entertaining video today, isn't it? Number 3 is another Heritage Design deck, the Acorn back. Again, a set released from 311 like the other one. Interestingly enough, It's a slightly different brown color. This one, I love that back design. I don't know why, but I love it. The most recent Heritage design set from Tier 11, which included this and some other decks. I really liked all the back designs. No complaints. They handle good. They look nice. Look at that beautiful fan. They handle nice. They got a nice soft stock, which I like. And who wouldn't like that back design? It's pretty nice. Lots of wheels and circles on there and acorns. Pretty cool. So you get that one. Number 2. Numero dos. There it is. The Fury 11 Wind deck. It's number 2, not number 1. And this, again, like I said, is the Fury 11 Wind deck, the one everyone wants. It's pretty cool. I like it. Nice dark chocolate brown back design. Pretty rare. Everyone wants them. Fury 11 kind of created a, made them rare. They created them themselves, pretty much, or sold them, whatever. They're pretty nice, but they're fairly standard, of course. It's a casino deck. And I've heard complaints about their handling after some use, but so far they handle pretty good. That leaves us with 1, and then there'll be none. Number 1. Little drum roll. The Bicycle Heritage. I like this one. I got this one at Walmart in Canada. It's a Canadian version of the Anniversary Series deck. And it's brown. And like I said, I like this one. I've used it for some performances before. There's some information cards. And as you can see, handle's pretty cool. Got a bit of a one-way design because of the border colors. Check that out. This way, fan it out, it's darker. This way, not so much. I don't know. I like it. It's got that 125th anniversary edition back design. The expert back, I believe, or whatever it's called. Code cards. More brown. Vintage, if you will. Some fading on the pips. Brown pips instead of black. More fading. Nice kind of worn out faded faces. The Jokers are standard. This one's got some grayish colors for some reason. And then the Ace of Spades. Vintage. Just like the anniversary decks. Except that it just has a pip. Doesn't say anything. Looks a little incomplete, but whatever. I like it. It's, I mean, almost like the anniversary, 125th anniversary decks. But a little bit different. But it's pretty cool. I like it. I've been a fan of it ever since I picked it up from Walmart. Handles great. Looks great. I got no complaints. That is my top 10 brown deck list. Tomorrow I will either do purple or yellow. You can vote down below. There's also, I mean, I could do orange, I could do other colors. I asked the other day in my video and nobody really responded. One person said brown, one said yellow, one said black and white, one was saying, even though I said not to choose black or white, and another person said purple. It was just, everyone's choosing colors. So, try not to choose all different colors. If everyone chooses a different color, it's not very helpful. But anyways, whatever. You choose whatever color you want, and we'll make do. That's all I got. See you next time.